Here are 3 branding mistakes that are hurting your business that you don't even know about it. Inconsistent colors and fonts. I scroll through the social media like Instagram, I go through some brands, I begin to see some major kinds of error, which is inconsistency in colors. One thing about brand is identity. What will people know you for? When building a brand, you need to make a choice of the color you want to use for that brand. Not today you start with blue, tomorrow you're yellow, tomorrow I don't know if you are doing color riot or something. Let me not just.
Ask your grandfather.
Also is font. Today, if you start with this font, maybe you're a content creator, you start with this particular kind of font, tomorrow you switch to another kind of font, especially in your subtitles. Today you use this kind of subtitle, tomorrow you use another kind of subtitle, which is inconsistency in color and font. Number 2, no logo variation guidelines. This is where most of the brands are getting it wrong. The logo you use for your brand profile on social media may not actually be the same logo you are using for your videos or for your graphics. All right, most times I see some people, when they finish creating their content, the way they place their logos, how big it is. There is one thing you must understand, but taking away the people's focus from the message to that logo, because when your logo is big or covering a space in your video, what you are simply telling the people is for them to fix their focus on that particular logo. Every brand should have 4 different kinds of logos, which I'm not going to talk about here. I might talk about it in my next video. And number 3, which is one of the most important of these 3, is trying to be like everyone else. That your brand has its own story, it has its own success story, it has its own client base, it has its own fans. You cannot be like every other person and succeed. You have to craft out a niche for yourself. You don't need to be like Mr. A, you don't have to be like Mr. B, you don't even have to be like me. Your brand should be able to tell your story and not to confuse your audience. What people buy is emotions and not products. When you sell emotion to people, then they can buy your product. That emotion you are selling to them is value, and in that value is where your story comes in. So your brand should focus on telling your story and not trying to be like everyone else. Now, do you want to create a brand that will stand out? Do you want to create a brand that will tell your story? Just send us a DM today or click the link in our bio to book a free consultation with us.